today. Today. I have about 7 or 8 recorded meditations that have not made it. Hi. Hi guys. Sorry, I haven't been reading the TikTok comments. That haven't gone on the YouTube. So we're gonna do a quick meditation today because I've been yip yapping about spreading love through this world. And I do have a intuition test. I am going to give you some cues before we do the intuition test. We are going to go right into it. So, the intuition test is going to include it has something to do with one of the 4 elements. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. So, I don't want you to think too hard. Wind, air, water, fire, earth. It has something to do with one of the 4 elements. That is your cue for today's intuition test. All right. So let's go ahead and close our eyes. Hello, my soul sisters and brothers. Every single one here right now, live with me, is being encouraged to take a huge quantum leap. Every single one of us right now has been doing work. We have been meditating. We have been healing. We have been shifting. We've been moving and grooving, balancing, working through trauma, shadow work, inner child work, making amendments, letting go of resentments. Things maybe not be shifting as fast and quickly as we want. Quantum shifts need to be made now. And that's only going to happen with quantum leaps and movement. Do something different. Whatever you have been doing, you are aligning, but a quantum shift needs to be made. It's not going to happen with the same movements, the same actions, the same repetitions. What we have done so far has aligned us. If you could imagine, it was as if we were walking down a path and our guides came right behind us and just put their arms underneath our armpits, right into that little crook as if they're grabbing us. And when we did all this work, they just took us and went do, 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 and shifted us over right onto the path that aligns us with the highest frequency and vibration that we are trying to reach in this current incarnation. So now that we're on this path, we're walking, but slowly. Things are happening. But all of us right now are stuck somewhere in something that is repetitive. It's not all the same thing. We all know what it is. And if you don't, then wake up tomorrow and do something different after the meditation. Something to propel you forward. If you've been wanting to sing, sign up for those singing lessons that you've been bullshitting on. If you've been wanting to dance, sign up for that dance class. If you've been wanting to be better with computers, sign up for that class. If you want to be a content creator, start creating that content. You know what you want. You see it right there. You've been aligning with it. But there's a repetition. We all need to shift. We all know what it is. I don't need to tell you. They said we all already know. Be honest. Be brave. Be bold. Be authentic. And move. Now is the time. Spring has sprung. Let the rain come a couple more weeks. Focus on your plants. Be intentional. Be very intentional. If you say you are going to do something or be something and you don't do it, shift it. Fix it if you can. If you say you're not going to gossip and you find yourself gossiping, go apologize to the person you were gossiping with. You know, I really shouldn't have been talking about that person. I apologize for bringing that toxic vibration into your space. And that's it. The other person might think you're nuts. What are you apologizing for? Because I said I didn't want to gossip, and I did. And I apologize, and I mean it. Shift. Shift like you've never shifted before. Be so intentional. Keep that frequency. Hold that vibration. And watch the fireworks go off. This year, it's the year of the snake. Shed it. Shed that skin. We have all evolved. Let the evolution take place. Let us help others. Hold space for them as they are navigating through this awakening. And let's take a quick moment right here. I want you to tune into that frequency of your guides. Ask, what do I need to know right now? Show me what I need to see. Let me listen to what I need to hear. And let them present it to you in the way that you are going to understand. Go into that space now. One mind's eye. Meet me in the forest, in a beautiful clearing. There's lush green grass everywhere. There's something in the center. It's bright. I have something in my hand, and I'm using it. What am I using? What am I doing? Can you see what's in the center of this clearing? All right. Let's go ahead and bring our awareness back to our fingertips and our toes. Open up your eyes if they're not already. And also, bitch, you're doing a good job, okay? So let's not forget that. Like I said, we've been in this rodeo for a minute, okay? That bull has been bucking us and we have been knocked off of that fucking thing and we have gotten right the fuck back on. We know how to grab that motherfucker by its horns, okay? And ride with it. So let's not forget how powerless we are. Let's remember what badasses we've been and let's shift manifesting these quantum shifts we want and these leaps. They're right there for us to take, but there needs to be a little bit of a shift. I know what mine is. I know what mine is, right? So, and you know what yours is. Don't lie to yourself. All right. Telepathy test. What did you guys see? I was doing some different things too, sending out frequencies. So before I do it, did you see a color? Did you feel something? Did you hear something? Was there a song that you heard? Maybe the song had something to do. Let's go with the cues. Colors. Did anybody see any colors? There's no comments coming in. Oh, here we go. Sage, fire, dancing, oranges, green, fire, white orb, light. Okay, what else? What else? All right. At first, you saw the earth. I saw a fire or bright reddish orange glow. You had what looked like a sword or a large staff, a tuning fork, a fire, and I was using a feather with the pen that was writing something down. Okay, and the reason why I like for the people to comment too, because you'll see that a lot of people, even though they don't see what I see, it's funny how they're communicating with each other. First mentioned elements, I heard iron, metal. Okay. In the center of the field was a fire. There was a big, big, big bonfire going. So if you saw the fire, if you saw orange, yes. Um, so Marianne, what did Marianne see? Magic wand and swirling fire and energy around us. So yes, there was a fire. What I handed my hand was a blue lighter. And I was lighting the fire. And it's funny because when you said swirling the fire and energy around us, that's exact. I was sitting here. So Marianne, yeah, I was sitting here and I was like literally sending the energy out to you guys. So you'll see it in the recording. And that's why I said I was trying something different. So yeah, I was sending that energy out. So the wand, it wasn't a wand, but it was a lighter. And I wasn't using, but it was, yeah, fire, lighter, a blue lighter. And what I was saying was blue lighter, blue lighter, blue lighter, blue lighter. Okay. For Wednesday's telepathy and intuition, I'm going to be doing something. It's an action. I'm going to see if you guys can tap in and be like, this is what I saw you doing, the action. So while I'm doing the action, I'm going to be like, all right, guys, and actually be like, okay, so whoever's going to be coming onto this meditation, this is what I'm sending you, this is what I'm doing. It's going to be an action. So while we're sitting in that space, I'm going to see if you guys can tap in and remote view and see if you see what I'm doing or what I'm doing that morning before we come into the meditation. We're going to try all different kinds of exercises. We're exercising, we're working it out. When people go to the gym, they don't do the same exercises for the abs, they switch it up, right? They go like this. There's different shoulder exercises, there's different ways. So we're going to try different things. And we're going to open it up and open up that space and see what happens, right? All right, guys. We'll talk tomorrow about the apology stuff and the amendments and see how that went. And yeah, we'll talk about that. So I got things to say. I'm going to be jumping over onto the TikTok. So I will see you guys mañana. Everyone have a good day.